There have been tons of movies about sports, and there are some all-time classics. You know the ones I'm talking about. There are also some very mediocre to awful entries in this field. We're not here to discuss those. I'm here to talk about 5 you may have missed or never even heard of.
You suck, you jackass!
Number 5, Eddie the Eagle. Who doesn't like a nice, feel-good movie? Eddie the Eagle tells the true story of Michael Eddie Edwards, a British ski jumper who defied all odds to compete in the 1988 Winter Olympics. This film's a classic underdog tale filled with heart and humor. Taron Egerton's phenomenal as the titular character, while Hugh Jackman also turns in an outstanding and touching performance. This movie doesn't shy away from being overly sappy or predictable. Rather, it embraces these elements, which makes it a delightful tribute to an unlikely hero. Number 4, Southpaw. Southpaw packs a punch, with Jake Gyllenhaal's knockout performance as Billy Hope.
Boo!
Anyway, Gyllenhaal is phenomenal in this movie, about a boxer fighting to reclaim his life after his wife is tragically killed. It's an emotional roller coaster that dives deep into the world of boxing, showcasing why it's one of the most underrated sports films. This has a raw intensity and compelling storyline. It's directed by Antoine Fuqua, and I think it might be one of his better films in his filmography. And I think it's a must-watch for sports movie fans and anyone who appreciates cinema that hits right in the feels.
You can't stop it now.
Number 3, The Damned United. I hadn't even heard of this movie, and I just watched it recently, but The Damned United's a gripping tale of the bold and controversial Brian Clough's ill-fated 44-day stint as manager of Leeds United. Michael Sheen, who I think is a very underrated actor, really shines as Clough, capturing this complex character with a charismatic and nuanced performance. I think this is an underrated gem that delves into the heart of English football, or soccer to us Americans, and the personal rivalries that drive it, all without relying on the usual sports cliches. I think this is a must-watch because it has great performances, it's well-paced, it has sharp wit, and it has a nice historical insight into this beautiful game. Number 2, The Basketball Diaries. So in the film community over the years, there have been tons of arguments about DiCaprio's best performance, and I personally can't figure out why The Basketball Diaries is never mentioned. He was 21 when he shot this movie, but he looks like he's 12. This film dives deep into the dark side of teenage life, with DiCaprio delivering a raw and unforgettable performance as Jim Carroll, a high school basketball star, just spiraling into drug addiction. It boldly tackles a lot of tough themes beyond the court, blending intense basketball action with this gritty, real-world struggle. It's a hard film to watch at times, but it's compelling and it has an honest portrayal of descent and redemption. This movie is equal parts heartbreaking and feel-good, and if you haven't seen it, please do yourself a favor and give it a watch. Number 1, Rush. I've long maintained that Chris Hemsworth is one of the most underrated actors. Chris Hemsworth and Daniel Bruhl deliver powerhouse performances, bringing the thrill of the track to life. I've long been saying that this is one of the great and powerful Ron Howard's best movies. It's not a far stretch anyway. If you've seen it, I think you might agree. So I think this is an underrated sports film that goes just beyond the racetrack. It delves into the personal lives and the relentless competition between these two driving legends. I think this is a must-see for its high-octane drama, the heart-pounding racing action, and the tender, touching moments. Also, this is a well-paced movie that once it grabs you, it won't let go till the very end.